Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to yet another interesting video. This is a video of how I made this 3-layered tie dress. If you are interested, please stay to the end. This is Ella Berries Africa. Watch the end, but don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell for more interesting videos. And we are open to take stock orders in case you need to take large quantity for this. We are ready to take your orders. Thank you and stay to the end. So guys, for these skirts we are going to be needing our tape, our scissors, our chalk, and then our ruler, of course. And the required measurement for these skirts is just the waist, the length, and the hip. Now the first step is to fold our fabric. We are using an Ankara fabric. You can use any fabric of your choice to actually make these skirts. Yes, so the first step is we are going to do is to measure our length. For the length, we are going to be taking out about 4 inches from the length. Yes, I got 2 inches for the band because it's going to be having a band. Then the length of this is the base. You know, in making the skirt we have to make the base first. So we are making the base. So the base is not supposed to be the same thing with the flare. We're supposed to subtract about 1.5 inch to 2 inches from the length. Then we also subtract 1.5 inch for the band, so about 3 inches will be out from the length. So since the length is 18, so what we are minus 3 inches is going to be what? 15. So let's mark that here. 15. Let's use our ruler to highlight it. So guys, notice that the way I folded, I didn't fold it equally. I folded it uneven. Can you see this point and this, because it's going to be like a triangular flare skirt. The base is supposed to be a triangular flare skirt. So we're going to start with the points. So for this is the waist, of course, which is our which is our starting line. So we are removing 1.5 inch to get our hip. Our hip point is 8. So we are just going to go ahead and mark that. Then you come down here and measure what you have here, 6.5. You measure that same thing here, 6.5. So I'm going to join it with my ruler like this. Good. So next we are going to mark the waist round. Our waist round is 30. 30 divided by 4 is 7.5. Yes, we are going to mark that 7.5. You just go ahead and have half inch for the joining allowance. That's all we need for the waist. Now if you want the waist to be snatched, you can take off 1 inch from here. You can take off 1 inch from this 30 to be 29. So it's going to be 7. It's now going to be around 7.25 plus half inch, just like this. Then for the hip is 41. So 41 is 10.25, around 10.25. Yes. So for the hip we are going to add 1.5 inch, just like this. So now we join it. Either use your ruler to join it like this, or we use our free hand to join it. Let me use my free hand. I think that's better. Then you extend this line down to the length, the hemline. So notice that what we have here is about 12. On this point is about 13. Yes, 13. So the hemline should be wider than the hip, the width of the hip, definitely, because it's a flare skirt. So we're done with cutting this front panel. We'll go ahead and then join this line like this, mark off this like this. This is our hemline. So we'll go ahead and cut it out like so. So we are done with cutting the front panel. We are going to use this front panel, of course, to cut out the back panel. So we'll go ahead and fold our fabric again. This time around, you can fold it on a bias form, or you can just fold it the way you want, because we're using the front panel, so it doesn't really matter. So we're adding a zipper to this, so definitely we are going to leave out some space for the zipper. Like I use just 1 inch for the zipper. So I'm using exactly 1 inch for my zipper. Then on this upper part here, on the upper panel, on the upper part, on this waistline, I'm going to go up. I'm going to leave out some allowance here, which will be used for the boot rise. You know, most times when we make flare skirts, and the center back is usually very low because of the boots. So in order to accommodate the boots, we are going to go ahead and go up on this center front here, on the center back here. We'll go up by 1 inch, depending on your hip size. You can go up by 1 inch or 1.5. So we'll join this line to the end of the front panel, the side front panel, just like this. Hope you guys can see what I did. So this is for the boot rise for the back panel. So we're going to go ahead now and follow this front panel and cut it out. You can see, guys. So we'll cut it out like this. So we're done with cutting out the front and the back. We'll go ahead and split this open, because we're going to be adding a zipper to it. We'll split it open like this. So guys, this is it. So now we are done with you can see what we got. This is for the back panel, and this is for the back panel, and this is for the front panel. So we are going to be using this front panel to cut out our flares. Now for the flare, you can use a triangular, you can use a triangular flare to make it. You can use a round flare, you can use a full circle flare, you can use a half circle flare, you can also use a double circle flare or a triple circle flare, depending on what you want, or depending on the available fabric. The available fabric I have is very small, so I'm not going to be using any type of flare. I'm just going to be using a rectangle. I'm cutting out a rectangular stripes for this skirt. So to cut this out, I'll just go ahead. For the first step, I'll be using the waist. What I have on the waist here is 8 points. For the first flare, I have, this is 8.25. okay, 8.5. The first flare that we are going to be attaching is starting from the waist, so it's 8.5. That 8.5, you say 8.5 times 4 times 2. Whatever you get, that's it for the first flare. That's how long the first flare is going to be. Then for the second flare, we are going to mark it out. Now, we are doing a 3-step flare. That's what we are doing, a 3-step flare. So as a 3-step tire dress, layered skirts, a 3-step layered skirt. So we are going to mark out the point where we are going to be placing our the 3 layers. So now, to mark out the point, you first of all calculate it. This is 18. To this 18, we are going to add 4 more inches. That 4 more inches is what is going to help in replacing that inches that we took out, so that in the end it will become what? The length will become 18 inches. Understand? And on that thing, why are we adding that 4 inches again? Is that the flares are supposed to be lying under each other. The beginning of the flares are supposed to be lying under each other. You're not supposed to be seeing it. So this is what I mean. Now, since we added 4 inches to this, we added 4 inches, it's going to be 22. 22 divided by 3 parts is going to give us around 7.3 something. So that's what we're going to do. The length of our flay is going to be 7.25, just like this. You mark that. So this is the length of the first flay. The first flay will start from here to here. Now for the second flay, you go in like this. You go in like this inside the first flay. You go in like this. You can see where the first flay stopped. For the beginning of the first flay, we are going inside the for the beginning of the second flay, we are going inside the first flay by 2 inches, just like this. You mark it. So whatever you measure, what you have here, I'm having about 5.25. I'll go to the end, the open end here, and also mark 5.25 like this. 5.25. Then I'm going to join it with my ruler. Join it with my ruler like this. So this is for the second flay. Now that second flay will also be 7 points. You can see 7.25. That's the length. So for the third flay, we're also going to go in by 2 inches. Yes, to know the beginning of the third flay, we'll go in by 2 inches from the end of the second flay. So we're going to mark that like this. So we'll measure what we have here. This is 5.25. We'll measure the same thing. 5.25 like this. So we'll mark it. So to know how long the flay, we have already gotten the flay and how long the first flay, this is the first flay, how long is going to be, the first step or the layer is going to be. Now the second step, we'll still do the same thing. We'll measure what we have here. 11.25. 11.25. So we'll say 11.25 times 4 times 2. That's for the second layer. Then for the third layer, we measure we have 12.25. 12.25, yes. We say 12.25 times 4 times 2. We are going to go ahead and calculate that now. We'll go ahead and calculate that. So the first one is 8.5 times 4 is 34, then times 2 is 68. So this one is 68. Let's note it down. 68. And for the second layer, we are going to do the same thing. 11.25 times 4 times 2 again. So 90. This is how long it's going to be. 90. Or how wide. Then for the last one is 12.25 times 4. 12.25. 12.25 times 4. 49 times 2 is 98. So we are going to write it. So that's it. So we are going to go ahead now and cut out our layer so that you guys will see what I mean. So this is it. This is our leftover fabric. So the first layer is 68, while the last one is 98. So I would advise you to start with the last layer, so you don't do too much joining. The last layer is 98, so I'm going to use my tape to measure 98. You add about 2 inches for the zipper. Yes, you add about 2 inches to that 98, it becomes 100. So let me measure and see if I have 100 here. So this is 60. So we need about extra 40. Okay, this is not up to. So let's use the other side. Let's try the other side and see if it's up to 100. Okay guys, I'll just go ahead and do this off camera in order for this video not be too long, and then I'll come and show you guys. So guys, I went ahead to cut out, you see what I mean by the rectangles. So this is step 1. Step 1 is almost 7.5 inches long, while in width it is 68 inches plus 2 inches, that's 70 inches. Yes, that's sorry, my camera is a bit shaky. Yes, that's 70 inches. Then this is for step 2. Step 2 is also the same thing. From here to here measures 7.5, almost 7.5, while the width, the wideness is about 90, that's plus 2 inches, 92 inches. Then the same thing for the last layer, which is the same length, which is 7.75. Then the width is 98. How wide it is 98 inches. So that's it for today's video. I also cut out a band of 2 inches band, a 2 inches band, as you can see. Using the waist, I cut out a 2 inches band. So I'm going to go ahead and join the base. After joining the base, just like the way you join your skirts, I'll open this up like this. I'll join the sides together. Join the sides like this. Join the sides. I'll sew on this side using 1/2 inch. After that, I'll open it up. Then I'll start pleating, doing my pleats from the first step. I'll pleat it, make pleats. You make pleats like this from the first step. When you're done with the first step, you move on to the second step. So that's how we're going to do it, by marking where we marked previously from behind on the front panel. You mark those lines down to the sides of the zipper of the back panel. That's how you do it. Then you attach your pleat to it. So if you want a detailed tutorial on how to make this, how to sew this, you can leave a message on the comment section and I'll be glad to attend to that. So with this, we have come to the end of today's tutorial. Thank you guys for staying to this moment. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more interesting videos. Bye bye. See you guys in my next video. Bye.